What is up, you guys? It's Shemaine here, and welcome back to my channel here at Cake Up and Curls. So I have this burgundy look for you guys that I came up with. I did decide to spice it up with a little bit of a white accent. So if you want to just see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So I am just taking some oil and moisturizing my lips. My base and my brows are already started. And here I'm just grabbing my Holy Grail palette. I've been loving this palette lately, the JaclynHillxMorphe palette. And I'm tapping into that tan shade. This has been one of my favorite transition shades. I'm just applying that with a fluffy blending brush. Now, as far as your transition shade, ladies, it shouldn't be too much darker than your skin tone. That transition shade is just supposed to help, you know, kind of merge all of those colors that you're going to put on the eye all together. And as I always do, I'm just sweeping that underneath the eye. I'm just going in with a more tapered blending brush, same color on the brush, and I'm just sweeping that underneath the eye. So once I've applied that, then I am going back in with that same brush and that darker shade with the JaclynHillxMorphe palette. And I'm applying that just a little bit lower than I put my transition shade. So here you just see me taking that, and I am just gradually building that up. So I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and very small circular motions just to kind of help blend that out so I'm not having any harsh lines. And here you just kind of will see me periodically dragging that on the bottom lash line as well, just so I can kind of connect it all together. So yeah, that is it for this shade. Okay, so here I am just taking that fluffy blending brush and I'm buffing out any harsh lines. Tapping back into that JaclynHill palette, I am going in with that more burgundy, like red tone color with a more tapered blending brush. This blending brush is a little bit more stiffer. It's just going to allow me to pack that color in my outer V and then just blend out from there. So with this step, ladies, you definitely want to take your time on, especially when you're dealing with a darker shade. You're going to start light, and then as you get closer to your lid, you're going to start to build up the color and add depth and dimension to your outer V. So here I am tapping back into that maroon shade quite a bit. And I'm packing the color on first, and then that's when you just see me using circular motions and just blending that across my lid. So I'm directly into the crease, and I'm just pushing that color in there. And here you just see me packing, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out. So take your time. You know, you definitely want to blend in sections. It is going to take you a little while to kind of get the desired look you're going for. But yeah, just take your time with it and you should be good. So here I am actually just grabbing the same blending brush that I used with the previous color. I don't have any product on this brush, and I'm just blending out any harsh lines. Actually, what I'm doing after this is going right back into that maroon shade, packing that on the outer V, and just blending that out some more. I am also going to sweep this on the bottom lash line, but when I do sweep it on the bottom lash line, I'm only going to add that to the outer part of my eye. I do not want to bring that all the way in to the inner part of my eye, so I am just sweeping that primarily on that outer V and kind of going in a circular motion, connecting the top to that bottom lash line. So that is actually what you will see me doing here. And if you have watched videos on my channel before, you would already know that I actually love to cut my crease. I find that it just helps me better just because I have hooded eyes, so it just kind of helps me define my lid shape a little bit better. But if you do not want to cut your crease, perfectly fine. You can actually just skip this step, move right on to shadow. But what I am just doing is taking some concealer with a flat synthetic brush, and I am just cutting my crease. After I cut my crease, I always set that with some setting powder just to make sure that concealer does not crease. So here I am just taking that concealer on the inner third of my eye, and I am just blending that out and setting that with some setting powder. So once I've set that concealer, I'm taking this pearl color that is again out of the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palette. And I'm just taking a flat synthetic brush and I am packing that on that lid that is going to be over top of that concealer that I did set. So of course we don't want any harsh lines, so I am actually just taking that same maroon shade with that taper blending brush that I used to apply the shade. And I am just sweeping that forward more towards the inner corner just so I can help blend that onto that shade. So that is actually what I'm doing here. So once I've done my other eye, I am prepping my lashes for falsies. I'm just taking my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara and applying my Ardell Demi Wispies in 120 on my eyes. That is going to be off camera. So once I've applied those lashes and that mascara, I am actually moving right on to blush. So I'm using my Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette that is by Juvia's Place, and those two shades that I showed you guys. And I'm just sweeping that blush on the apples of my cheek and blending that out. So here, that is what you see me doing. And then I love this NYX Wonder pencil. This is in the shade medium. I'm applying that to my waterline. And once I've applied that to my waterline, I'm going back with my telescopic mascara that is by L'Oreal. And I'm just applying a couple of coats of mascara on the bottom lash line. But of course, I always skip a step. I'm actually taking that same pearl color that I used on my lid, and I'm just sweeping that on the bottom lash line, and that is that inner part that I did not drag, that maroon shade. So here you just see me blending that out, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add that mascara. So that is what I'm doing here. Just applying a couple of coats of mascara, and then once I've done that, I'm just gonna move right on to highlighter. So obviously I am doing things a bit out of order today. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my lips. I'm taking this lip liner. This is by Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Moon, and I am lining my lips. Last minute, I just came up with this idea to add some of that shadow that I actually used on my eyes and add that to my lips. And here I am taking my Fenty Beauty gloss and I'm applying that over top. I mean, I kind of like how it came out. I mean, I didn't really want anything too dark on my lips. And then next, this was you know, the part that I enjoyed the most, just kind of adding a little bit of flavor to the look. I'm taking this white gel liner. This is by Kylie Cosmetics. I actually got this out of her holiday collection, not this Christmas, but like the holiday before that. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to highlighter. So I'm just applying that with a stippling brush, and I'm applying that highlighter that is by Kylie Cosmetics as well. That is in this shade Cotton Candy, and I'm applying that to the highest points of my cheekbones and my nose, and then I'm also applying some of that to my forehead as well. But moving back to that liner that I added, I am absolutely loving that. I just used like an eyeliner brush, a very thin liner brush, and just kind of lined and shaped out, or I guess carved out my top lid. And so yeah, I'm loving that. And then of course I have to highlight my inner tear ducts and my brow bone, so I'm just adding that. And so yeah, that is pretty much it for the look once I've applied that. I hope you guys liked that and enjoyed this look. I definitely enjoyed doing it. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Show your girl some love. I've got a couple of more videos coming your way. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.